this is the awakening everybody's always talking about.
These days, there are a lot of conspiracy theories flying around, and it's crazy. You know, QAnon and all kinds of things. People are conspiracy theories and thoughts about the pandemic and all kinds of stuff. And you know, there was a U.S. senator named Daniel Patrick Moynihan, and he was quoted to have said that everyone is entitled to their own opinions, but no one is entitled to their own facts. And so I heard you talking in some interview about, well, you know, we should make up our own mind about things. We should sort of, you know, collect information and look at it from this perspective and that perspective and just come up with our own opinion or our own, you know, perspective or something. But I have a little bit of trouble with that, because I mean, that's what science tries to get around is, you know, there were all kinds of nutty opinions in the beginning of when the scientific method was founded about 400 years ago. And science attempted to become a method that would establish what is actually true, as opposed to what the church says, or, you know, what what somebody's opinion was, you know. In
science, you have to have more than one result.
Exactly. And it has to be replicated and repeated, and nothing is ever considered to be absolutely true, because it could always be refuted. There could always be some contrary evidence. So these days, there's all this stuff that people believe, and there's this kind of relativism, you know, where people think, well, that's what you think, but I think this. But there's got to be some truth to the matter on many of these topics that is what it is, regardless of what people think. So hopefully this point I'm making relates to the Akashic Records, and you can sort of give us your spin on it. I mean, if you took a whole group of people, let's say, who ascribed to a lot of conspiracy theories that in fact weren't true, could you work with them, and by enabling them to access the Akashic Records for a long enough period of time, would their thinking change with regard to these things if they actually were asking the Akashic Records about, you know, what is COVID really, or what is, you know, this, that, or the other thing that people spin conspiracy theories about?
I actually did that.
Okay, great. Let's hear about that.
Like right in the beginning with the lockdown in March. I mean, I'm teaching online seminars for many years, not just now because of COVID.
Yeah, 18 years or so maybe. Or not online, but yeah, no, go ahead.
Yeah, but like probably 10 years. Anyways, it's a German class, and it's on YouTube, and it has over 100,000 views. And it was the seminar set up in 8 meetings, and every time it builds up to the other. That was after the first meeting. So they had just learned how to access their Akashic Records. And at the end, it's 3 hours for one setting. At the end, I said, this is voluntarily. If you want to, we can ask a few questions about the coronavirus. And almost everybody stayed on. It's 100 people. And I recorded it, and we didn't even know what questions to ask. First, we talk about what questions to ask, and then we all asked the same questions, and we compared our answers. And if they ask, I don't remember what questions we asked, like if we have to be afraid of it, if it's a real virus, and things like that. And everybody gets the same answers. You do not have to be concerned about it. It is a real virus. You don't have to be concerned about it. You have to now elevate your vibration. So they didn't talk about scientific facts or, you know, face masks at that point or anything like that. But they all gave us the energetic impression of that we are safe and we don't have to panic. And it's like a storm. When a storm comes, you go inside, you close the door, and you wait it out, and then you go back out again. So that was the energy, the impression we received. So yes, this is absolutely possible. Yeah. I mean, it depends also on the questions you ask. In that interview, in that session, we asked more emotionally based questions because we all didn't know what was happening. It was in March 2020, you know. Would be cool to do this again now. in my personal opinion, not the Akashic Records, okay, I think there's a lot of ego going on. Everybody wants to be right now with their theories. You know, it's a lot of anything that happens in life, whether you get $1 million or a disease or the virus, is bringing out of you that what already exists. So if someone is more pessimistic, of course they will go to the conspiracy theories because they don't trust anyone anyways. Why would they all of a sudden have a different approach to that? You know, so everything is a magnifier. Everything that happens to you is being magnified, like, and brings that out what's already inside of you. So I think a lot of people have an egoic journey right now. And this is the awakening everybody's always talking about. We either go down with the ego now or we go up. And we elevate our vibration. It's one or the other. It doesn't matter if it's the election or the coronavirus or anything else. That is my personal opinion. Let me see what they have to say. They're saying it a little bit like this. I don't know if this will make you happy, but everybody has their own challenges in life, whether it's a health issue or a financial or a relationship issue. Now, this is a challenge on a global level, but it's nothing other than, you know, all the other challenges we already deal with just now on a global level. So we all use the same vocabulary for it, and we all goes through that together. They're saying the human race is very resilient. You will come out of that again, but you will be changed.
Yeah, that does not make me unhappy.
You can find more information regarding my Akashic Record seminars on my website. See you soon.